In an exclusive interview that shook the entertainment world, a childhood story never told before was revealed between two of the biggest stars in the K-pop industry today, Jungkook of BTS and Lalisa Manoban, Lisa, of Blackpink. Behind the stage lights, global fame, and millions of adoring fans, there was one thread of destiny that connected the two since childhood. Seedling the first meeting, Thailand, 2004. The story began with a brief but meaningful encounter at an international children's dance event held in Bangkok in 2004. Jungkook, then just 7 years old, had come along with his older brother who was participating in a cultural exchange program, while 6-year-old Lisa was a local participant performing a solo traditional Thai dance. In a photo that recently went viral among fans, a young Korean boy can be seen sitting in the audience, shyly smiling while holding a coconut drink. On stage, a small girl danced her heart out. Who would have guessed that boy was Jungkook, and the little dancer was Lisa? I just thought her performance was really cool. I didn't know who she was. But I remember thinking, I want to be like her, Jungkook shared in an interview with the fictional K-Star Memories magazine. Airplane Destiny reunites them, South Korea, 2011. 7 years later, fate brought them together again, unexpectedly, in South Korea. Lisa had just been accepted as YG Entertainment's first non-Korean trainee, while Jungkook was weighing agency offers after his standout performance on Superstar K-d. While visiting the YG training building with a friend, Jungkook saw a young girl practicing an intense dance routine alone in a mirrored studio. He recognized her style, and realized he had seen her before, long ago in Bangkok. I waited for her to come out and gathered the courage to ask, "Did you ever perform in Bangkok in 2004? She stared at me for a while, then giggled and said, "You're the coconut kid, right?" Jungkook recalled with a laugh, musical notes growing together, fighting their own battles though they eventually trained at different companies, Jungkook joining Big Hit and Lisa staying with YG. They stayed in touch secretly, encouraging each other through messages and exchanging practice recordings. I remember sending him one of my dance practice videos and he replied with a rap recording, Lisa revealed in the fictional documentary Lalisa, Light and Legacy. We supported each other even though our worlds were different. Jungkook also admitted that Lisa was one of the reasons he kept pushing himself, trying harder choreographies and writing more songs. She always pushed me not to settle. Glowing Star debut and the bumpy road to fame. When BTS debuted in 2013 and Blackpink followed in 2016, the world welcomed them with roaring cheers. But behind the scenes, the two childhood friends quietly nurtured their bond, filled with mutual respect and admiration. Lisa was often seen listening to BTS songs in the practice room, and Jungkook had, on several occasions, named Lisa as his favorite dancer during live broadcasts. Yet, both remained professional, fully aware that the world would always have its own opinions. For us, the most important thing is to always be the best versions of ourselves, said Lisa. Love letter. Destiny never delivers to the wrong address. Now, at the peak of their careers, many fans are beginning to realize that their childhood connection was no coincidence. From a small dance stage in Bangkok to global stages like Coachella and Wembley, the two were always destined to shine. At the fictional Golden Star Asia 2025 Awards, when Jungkook and Lisa received the Duet of the Year award for their surprise collaboration Eclipse of Us, they exchanged a long look before Lisa said, "We started on a small stage, and now we're here, together." Maybe it's true, some stars are meant to shine side by side. Orange Heart fan reactions. ARMY and Blink united. The news sent the hashtag Destiny of JKX Lisa soaring to the top of global trending topics. Fans from both fandoms united, creating compilation videos of their childhood, fan art of them dancing under a little moon in Bangkok, and Destiny theories about the two stars being meant for each other. They may come from different backgrounds, but one thing is certain, Jungkook and Lisa have shown the world that with hard work, dreams, and a touch of fate, the most inspiring stories in K-pop can be written. And who knows? That little stage in Bangkok may not have just been the start of a dream, but the beginning of a legendary story that the world will never forget. Bangkok, 2004, the afternoon air was humid, but the laughter of children filled the Cultural Arts Center. Traditional Thai music floated gently, accompanying the graceful movements of children in colorful costumes. Among the audience sat a young Korean boy, his legs dangling off a plastic chair. His name was Jungkook, 7 years old, in Bangkok with his older brother for a student exchange trip. He watched the stage with wide, curious eyes. Suddenly, a little girl with black hair walked onto the stage, wearing shimmering traditional Thai attire. As the music began, she danced like the wind, gentle, yet strong. The audience was spellbound. Including Jungkook. Without realizing it, he gripped his coconut drink tightly and whispered, "Wow, she's amazing." That little girl was Prampriya Manoban, the future Lisa of Blackpink. Backstage, after her performance, Lisa glanced into the audience. She saw a shy Korean boy smiling at her with a thumbs up. She giggled. Like many fleeting childhood moments, that one passed, but was never truly forgotten. 7 years later, Seoul, South Korea, 2011. Lisa arrived in Korea for the first time as a YG trainee. She was just 14, but her dreams stretched to the skies. On her first day, she happened to be practicing alone in the main glass-walled studio. With earphones in and full of spirit. Outside, someone was watching Jungkook, then visiting YG with a friend while considering agency offers after Superstar K, paused as he walked past the studio. Something about the way she danced felt familiar. When Lisa stepped out, sweating and exhausted, Jungkook asked, "Excuse me, did you ever perform in Bangkok in 2004? Lisa stared, surprised, then smiled. You're the coconut boy, right?" They laughed. The world suddenly felt smaller. From then on, though training at different agencies, they began secretly communicating. Through messages, practice videos, even handwritten letters passed through mutual friends and dance classes, their bond quietly grew, not as lovers, not as stars, but as two kids who once sat on opposite sides of the same stage. 2013, Jungkook debuted with BTS, quickly turning heads with his distinctive voice and powerful dancing. The world started noticing his immense potential. 2016, Lisa debuted with Blackpink, becoming a symbol of the global rise of K-pop and breaking barriers for non-Korean idols. Amid their busy lives, Jungkook and Lisa kept supporting each other. When Blackpink debuted, Jungkook messaged, "You were amazing. Can't believe the Coconut Girl is global now." Lisa replied, "You too. I secretly watched all your MVs during practice breaks. Don't tell anyone, okay?" Even with packed schedules, they kept a quiet space for one another. Jungkook sometimes slipped hidden references in his lyrics about the little dancer from Bangkok, while Lisa was spotted wearing BTS hoodies under oversized jackets during practice. 2025, after years of speculation, a huge surprise dropped. Jungkook and Lisa released a duet titled Eclipse of Us, with no teaser, no promotion. The song immediately soared to the top of every chart. The lyrics were deep, emotional, and full of metaphors about two stars meeting in childhood, parting ways, then shining together in the same sky. Fans went wild. The MV showed two children dancing on a small Bangkok stage, growing up and performing on a grand stage side by side.